won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpent, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Hello everybody and welcome to Palmetto Racing Network for another Truck Series race with the Palmetto Racing League tonight as they take on at the track of Martinsville Speedway here. 100 laps tonight at Martinsville as we are set to get you underway here for some racing action. Let's go ahead and get our race info up on the screen for tonight. This is the 26th race of the season tonight at Martinsville, just under half a mile here in track configuration, so should be some interesting short track racing tonight. We do apologize because this was supposed to be aired on the actual race day, but it is all right. We are getting it to you now nonetheless. So without further ado, we are in qualifying currently, so we'll let these guys get their qualifying laps in. Do also want to apologize here. We will not be able to get point values up tonight, as this is a replay of the, a recording of the replay. Had some stuff going on this week. We hope you enjoyed the new intro music at the beginning of the stream here. That was thanks to one of our league members getting hooked us up with a little soundtrack to get started, so we're not just staring at a blank screen with nothing going on. Got a little bit of something there. Let's take a look here as we now have the results up from qualifying. We see Brandon Meir in the 33 currently with the fastest time here for qualifying, and that did not go over very well there. do apologize here. I'm trying to get your grid information up here, but it's looking like it is still being a little funny there. So that's all right. Nonetheless, we can do that a different way here. Show the grid this way and see if that fixes anything. It does not look like it is going to. Let's try that one more time here. I think it is officially stuck up on our screen. Nope, got it down. Yep, I don't think it's going to cooperate with us tonight. Well, that's unfortunate.
Good luck, everyone. Let's have fun.
I'll go ahead and get our track map up here as these
All right,
drivers.
people, one more time, real quick. No race control. No race control tonight, so please don't ask for a black flag to be cleared. Outside of that, no penalties. We're good. Everything will be checked out after the race, and a halfway caution is expected around lap 50. Be patient if it doesn't come out exactly around 50. Sometimes the lap are too late. If you don't see one by 52, just keep going as if it's not happening. Good luck to everybody, and keep it clean.
And that was the VP number 2 Aaron Vogt there, as the 83 of Joshua Fix had to miss out on this race. Take a look there at the 33 of Brandon Meir. Currently getting those tires warmed up as they take their parade laps around the track here and get this one underway. Always some interesting action here at Martinsville. This is definitely not a track that you can overshoot here for sure. And the pace truck is off.
God, give me patience. Here we go.
And we will be getting this one underway. This time around. And we are green. Oh, a little bit of a bump there from the 11 of Ricky into the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there. Looks like they were able to hang on to it though, and everybody's good. A little bit of sideways action there from the 001 of Mr. Boyd. Let's do some exciting front seat riding here for a moment with the 9 of Austin Ziegler. See him getting into the throttle a bit there, but not too much. Heavy on the braking there with the 11 of Ricky on the inside of him there, coming into the turn here. Jump up front here with the 25 of Stephen Gall, and now with the 33 of Brandon Meir. Currently running in first here. 5 laps now of 100 knocked out. So we see that Nintendo paint scheme there on the 33 of Brandon Meir. Some interesting views from around the track here. Street Stock Series had an off week this week. As they look to take on the track Too Tough to Tame, where the Truck Series just was racing last weekend. Those guys will be headed there on
Austin, go low. I'll say hi.
Wednesday. And then the
Appreciate it.
next weekend, Truck Series will be heading to Rockingham for another 100 laps of action at a little bit more of a spread out track. However, still lots of braking involved with that one, so those are sure to be 2 more exciting races. Crazy to think that the Street Stock Series is already halfway through their regular season and will be starting to get prepared for playoff talk. Ten races into a 20-week season for those guys, and it's been an exciting one for sure. Be interesting to see how things pan and shape up with playoffs and talk here with the 2 of Aaron Vogt there. The 12 of Andrew Ziegler right there with one another. So far we have been green flag. I don't want to talk anything up. I tend to have a habit of doing that. $14 laps now out of the way on this one. As we see the 2 of Aaron Vogt there going in on the inside of the 05 of Chantel Pottle. Oh, and the 001 of Mr. Boyd getting a little sideways there. I don't think it was enough to trigger a caution though, so it looks like we may stay green. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. There's our first caution of the evening there from that little spin out there with the...
Remember, no black flags are cleared, so catch up as quick as you can and be careful about your black box.
First caution of the evening here. Looks like the 25 Stephen Gall going to go ahead and dip off into the pits there.
Freak me out, man. I was gonna go in for field and then decided.
Inching ever so close to the end of the season for the truck series. They did trim the season down by about 11 races, so instead of I believe it was a late November wrap up for the season here, they will be wrapping this season up now August 22nd, with the last race being New Hampshire, I want to say. Let me double check that. Make sure I'm not telling you any fibs here as I pull the schedule up while we're still under caution. And yes, that is correct. August 22nd at New Hampshire will be the last race for the truck series. They will wrap up the season and crown a champion. No playoff format. Just points leader. That will change once the new progression system takes effect in September. As we get ready to go back, green flag, here we are. 19 laps now completed out of 100 here. See if these guys can keep it clean and competitive throughout here, with the 9 of Austin Ziegler there rolling in that Dodge Ram. It's been really neat to see those finally get added back into the truck series, as they disappeared for a while. They are back now, and I do believe they are here to stay. Oh, a little bit of wall contact there from the 25 of Stephen Gall and also the 9 of Austin Ziegler. Everybody looking pretty clean so far in the turns, though. The 25 of Stephen Gall right in the rear there of Chantel Pottle, the 05. Been some really good racing to see so far. Oh, and a little bit of contact there to the rear of the 05 of Chantel Pottle from the 25 of Stephen Gall.
Sorry, you just braked earlier than I thought. My bad.
She rode the Lightning with that one, though, and kept it straight. No caution there, it looks like. Gonna stay green. As the 33 of Brandon Muir still leading the pack up front there. The 25 of Stephen Gall going to try to shoot into the inside there of the 05 of Chantel Pottle and make the pass, and looks like he does so far cleanly, but she gets the lead back on him again there. We're going to have them a short little battle here as the 05 jumps out to the outside. Looks like she's going to fall back a little bit there, as some of the drivers up in front of her were, I think, getting a little too close for her comfort. A little bit of more wall contact there from the 25 of Stephen Gall. So far, so good in this 26 lap burner here. Oh, and a spin out from the 11 of Ricky with some contact there from the 05, a little late in the caution there. Let's look at that one one more time here. See what happened here. We see the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there on the inside coming into the turn here, and it looks like the 11 from Ricky there just went in a little too much, just enough to catch that quarter panel back there and cause the spin out. The 2 of Aaron Vogt passing safely on the inside, the 99 of Riley Pottle there. And there's the front contact from the 05 of Chantel Pottle.
Andrew, there was the lap car on my outside, man. I don't know what you wanted me to do.
I was already under you and you tried to cut under him, so that's on you.
So
And I don't know what I was supposed to do on the start when he slammed me into the wall either.
a little bit of tension there between the 12 of Andrew Ziegler and the 11 of Ricky.
I stayed on the bottom in that corner. That's all I can say.
Our timing tower there says third caution, but it is definitely the second caution of the evening here. Looks like a couple of the drivers getting some wave arounds here. Try and get them back on the lead lap or closer to the lead lap than what they were. Looks like currently we have the 33 of Brandon Meir in pits, the 9 of Austin Ziegler in the pits, and the 05 of Chantel Pottle. So 3 of those drivers going to go ahead and make their pit stops here.
You know, that finger back there, that's for you, Ricky.
Should carry them over into the halfway stage for sure. Coming out at the completion of lap 50. Unless...
You know, finger abuse is a felony in this country.
Unless, of course, we get another...
I'm feeling a little whiplash. My neck is kind of hurting a little bit.
Another caution before the halfway stage. And the caution lights are out on the truck there, so that means next time around we will be going green. Get back to some green flag racing with the 25 of Stephen Gall now currently leading the pack. Looks like him and several other drivers there, the 12 of Andrew Ziegler, the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd, all stayed out, did not take pits, so now they are up front with the 2 of Aaron Vogt there as we get set to go green here, and they are off. The 25 of Stephen Gall looking to get his lead started off right on the jump there, quickly trying to get his gap established. But the 12 of Andrew Ziegler is not going to let it ride for long as he shoots to the inside there to try to make his pass on the 25. 25 able to stretch his legs a little bit. I think he might have went too wide there on that turn. Just enough for the 12 of Andrew Ziegler to get out front there. 2 of Aaron Vogt now in the conversation, currently in third place, right behind the 25 of Stephen Gall. Gonna look to try and maybe keep some pressure on these guys. Lap 34 of 100 now complete. .33 of Brandon Meir making the pass on the 2 of Aaron Vogt there. Going to try to make his way back up front. Made that pass there pretty flawless there. Heading into lap 37 this time around. It is one thing about these short track races, man. The laps just really tick right on down relatively quickly. believe our cameraman may have fallen asleep again, focused on the 2 of Aaron Vogt here. Somebody's going to need to give him a nudge, make sure he's still awake back there. So we see a little bit of maybe some slight contact there between the 33 of Brandon Meir and the 25 of Stephen Gall. Rest assured that that is the 33 of Brandon Meir there in that truck. I know his paint scheme says 34 on the numbers, but that is the 33 there. Not sure that they caught that before making it to the track this weekend, but no harm, no foul. It happens sometimes. Lap 41 now of 100, almost to the halfway point of this one. Quick to assert himself back into the conversation here, as he is now chasing down the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there, who has been leading roughly about the last 10-ish laps. After making his pass on the 25 of Stephen Gall there. I don't look for the 25 to sit in the third place position for too long. He is gonna do his best to get up there. We have seen several races now with him and the 33 of Brandon Meir up front, and it's usually a pretty good battle between the two. I don't look for tonight to be any different. Lap 44 of 100 now. About time to start talking about that halfway stage pit strategy. Short tracks, brakes hot. Definitely look for quite a few of these guys to jump in there and get some fresh tires. Definitely get topped off on the fuel. I did not get to conversate with any of the drivers before this race here, so I'm not 100% familiar with roughly how many laps these guys were getting out on the track with the 50% fuel cap. If I had to guess, though, I would say it's probably somewhere in the ballpark of 30 to 40 laps maybe, so be interesting to see what happens on the pit strategy here, as it looks like the 05 of Chantel Pottle there may have been into some trouble.
Go ahead, Ricky. So that's going to be stage caution.
And it looks like that spin out there, third caution of the night, right around the halfway stage.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I do believe that that was triggered due to the incident there with the 05 of Chantel Pottle. Seems to be a little off her game tonight, showing her a lap down currently as she entered pits here. She is usually up in the conversation of the top 5 somewhere as she enters pits behind these other guys here. See if we can get a look at what everybody may be doing pit wise here. Look and see if any of the trucks start raising. Yep, The 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd's going to take tires. The 11 of Ricky DeRozier heading into pits now. 25 coming out with the 45 of Brent Thompson there right behind him. So a couple of drivers taking tires here. Third caution of the evening tonight. Not been too terrible considering the IRL race at Martinsville. It was very
Tell me when you're about to come around.
very caution riddled.
Middle backstretch right now. Turn brake.
Thank you.
As always, we'll take this time to remind you that if you enjoy the content that we put out every week from the races for the Street Stock Series and the Truck Series here with Palmetto Racing League, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep up with all the comment and league updates and news. I feel pretty certain that with this new system that's going to be rolling out for these guys in September, it's going to bring some good changes in and definitely add in some new content. I'm excited to see what happens with it. I do know that we will get a new series out of it, as the SRX series will emerge in September with its very first season. And as always, the crew here at Palmetto Racing Network will be bringing you all the coverage for that one as well. I'm rather excited for that. Thoroughly enjoy getting to sit here with you and call all the action live as the races happen. That is always a fun time. I do know the league is making some improvements with trying to have its own standalone race control for each series. And it gives everyone a chance to oh, the 11 causing
That's me. Sorry.
causing another hiccup there. He has just not had a good night tonight. So fourth caution of the evening now out. Wrapping up a couple of drivers in that one. As it looks like the 33 of Brandon Muir has made his way back up front with the 25 of Stephen Gall right there behind him. Two drivers in pits currently. Looks like the 05 of Chantel Pottle is going on the outside now. She's getting her wave around, so she will be back on the lead lap. Maybe have a chance to do something here. Get herself back up in the front. Looks like the 2 of Aaron Vogt is going to go ahead and hop into pit lane there. Maybe get himself freshened up a little bit. May be a good point for a lot of these drivers to go ahead in and at least top off on fuel at the very least. Finish this one out. See 45 of Brent Thompson there coming out of pits. Gonna go ahead and get himself around, keep himself from going a lap down there. Looks like currently the only driver laps down out here is the 99 of Riley Pottle, as Chantel Pottle in the 05 is currently back on her lead lap, so she'll have a chance to do something this time around. Currently our season points leader. If the season were to end today with the current standings, she would be crowned the Season 2 champion for the Truck Series. And we are going back green flag this time around the turn here with lap 60 of 100 in the books, so just 40 to go here, and we'll see. Oh, the 01 of Mr. Boyd getting a little sideways there, but he's able to hang on to it. The 99 of Riley Pottle getting into the wall a little bit there. I think that was a bit out of nervousness. I tell you what, save of the night probably goes to that man right there, the 001 of Mr. Dole Boyd.
You all right there, Riley?
He kept that smooth sailing for sure. I think that was probably the best save of the evening.
Hang on to it.
Lap 62 of 100 now in the books for this one. So we see the 2 of Aaron Vogt right there behind the 001 of Mr. Boyd. Maybe looking to try and gain on the 001 there and move himself further up the chains maybe. The 12 of Andrew Ziegler just made the pass there on the 99 of Riley Pottle. "66 laps now out of 100 completed. This race definitely, with the cautions we have had tonight, I believe that last one that came out was our 4th of the evening, still not as eventful as the IRL NASCAR race, which was apparently a pretty big crap show. Saw a lot of buzz about that one. I did not get to watch it myself as there were other commitments going on that kept me from tuning in, but I did see a lot of the buzz on the social interwebs that a lot of folks were not impressed or happy with that race. It was probably, from what I had seen, people saying one of the worst NASCAR races they had seen of all time. So definitely may need to check that one out as soon as I have time to rewatch it. I did manage to get it DVR'd, so maybe that'll be on my to-do list this week. But either way, at least I'm getting to call the action here tonight from Martinsville as we see the 25 of Stephen Gall still tailing behind the 33 of Brandon Meir here. Looks like he is going to try to get in on that bumper as close as he can and apply some pressure here. And hope for a mistake. That being Martinsville and short track racing, it's very, very well possible. So we see him ever so slightly closing the gap there, just about 0.02 of a second behind the 33 of Brandon Meir. Guys doing what they can to keep it close tonight. I do thoroughly enjoy seeing the battles from these two. They have especially in some of the, like the Daytona road course we had a couple of weeks back. 27 laps to go in this one now. So we see the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there just back off in the distance. Looks like he is trying to close that gap in relatively quick there. Looks like the 99 of Riley Pottle there coming out of pits. The 25 of Stephen Gall almost on the bumper there of the 33 of Brandon Muir. With only 24 laps to go in this one now. It looks like what we've got going on here between these two drivers is a bit of an accordion effect. They stretch out on the straightaways here and kind of bunch back up together a little bit during the turns. And what's happening is the 25 of Stephen Gall there is kind of, I wouldn't say he's staying in the throttle there, and we have no way to really look at his telemetry. But it does look like he is starting to brake a little later than the 33 of Brandon Muir, which causes him to get up closer until they hit the straight after the turn. And the 33 of Brandon Muir looks to be hitting his marks pretty perfectly there in the turns coming out of exit, which is creating the gap there. A little bit of contact there from him. Just 19 laps to go in this one here. A little bit of contact there on the wall from the 25 of Stephen Gall as well. Neither one of these guys looking to lose an inch here. Looks like we may have had a on-track incident here. Let's take a look. Looks like it's going to be involving the 99 of Riley Pottle. Let's see what's going on here with him. Looks like he's missing a fender, but it doesn't look to be. I think it's just from there it is. That's the cause right there. Guy had a little bit of a spin out right there. And because his tail end is sticking out in the track like it was enough to trigger the caution there. No harm, no foul though. The caution is out there. We saw the flagman there waving that caution flag just as hard as he could. That is our 6th caution of the evening. Just towards the end here. Oh, and the 33 of Brandon Muir, I think, pulling a little bit of a juke on the 25 of Stephen Gall there. Made him think he was going to head into the pits to freshen up a bit. Changed his mind last minute, but the 25 of Stephen Gall was already committed. Several drivers heading into the pits now. The 25 of Stephen Gall, the 2 of Aaron Vogt, the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd, and the 05 of Chantel Pottle, all going to jump into the pits now and take some fuel, possibly some tires before coming back out. As we hit this last little stretch here, it'll be interesting to see how things play out. With the 12 of Andrew Ziegler now. Going to be right behind the 33 of Brandon Muir. 45 of Brent Thompson now in third place. Be sure to stay tuned for these guys taken to the track at Rockingham next weekend. Should definitely make for an interesting race, but that is another track where even though it is a bit bigger,
Sorry about that. I was not paying attention. I was talking and yeah.
even though it is a bit bigger, strategy will still come into play at Rockingham. A bunch
The cool
of
people are in Discord.
full throttle action mixed in with some braking. The turns at Rockingham can be a bit rough, but manageable. As the pace truck is off now, and we will
Riley, take it easy, Riley. Take it easy.
get back to green here, this time around the turn. And they are off. Oh, the 001 of Mr. Boyd back there getting a little squirrely, but he hangs on to it. 14 laps to go in this one now. 25 of Stephen Gall looking to try and get himself back up there behind the 33 of Brandon Muir. Looking for another win in this season. Oh, the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd getting a little sideways again. Couldn't hang on to it that time, though. Be dang if he didn't try. Don't think it was enough to trigger a caution, surprisingly. So it looks like we will stay green for this one. We see the 25 of Stephen Gall has now made his way right up to the rear there.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that to you. I'll take the EOL.
Oh, let's see here. We got to go back and look at this. Had a little bit of contact here with our leader, the 25 of Stephen Gall. Let's break it down and see exactly what happened here. Oh, looked like the 25 got into him a little bit there, pushing him into the turn a bit faster than he wanted to be going. Definitely past the braking point, and that resulted in a spin out there and some contact from the 33.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that to you. I'll take the EOL.
Can't beat me, you gotta wreck me, huh?
I just told you I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm on brand new tires, and I even brake hard to try to not get into you.
So the caution back out now.
I said I'll take the EOL.
7th caution of the evening. Things heating up a bit now as we near the 10 to go marker. Believe
We've
this.
had a great race, all race. The last thing I'm going to do is wreck you. Even though that's what happened, but that wasn't on purpose.
Steven, since there's no race control,
Racing like an asshole.
I don't know.
Driver's getting a little heated there. Apologize for the language.
Take the start, then drop back.
Or an ELO next race or whatever.
Unsure of how much damage that may have gave the 33 of Brandon Muir. He hasn't been involved in any other incidents tonight, so he should have a fast repair available. Should be able to get him back out on the track here, but will he have enough time to get himself back to the front? Possibly try and take the lead from the 12 of Andrew Ziegler here. Be interesting to see who takes the win tonight. Lights are off on the pace truck, so he will be coming off this time around. The 33 did make it out of the pits there with doesn't look like he went a lap down, so we'll see what happens here when we get back to green flag racing this time around. Pace truck should be coming off here right in the turn, just like clockwork. This time out of the exit, these guys will be back green. As the restart is on that of Andrew Ziegler there. Trying to get himself up past the 12 there. 6 laps, 5 laps to go now. Gonna stay tight to the inside there. A little bit of bump there to the rear of the 12 of Andrew Ziegler.
Come on, man. I'm on new tires.
He
Keep
holds
walking
on
me
to
like
it
that.
though. The 25 looks to shoot to the inside. It's going to make the pass cleanly on the 12 of Andrew Ziegler. Now leading the race, the 25 of Stephen Gall there. 3 laps to go now. No sight of the 33 of Brandon Meir yet, but I can guarantee you he is doing his best. He is back there behind the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd, but I don't know if 3 laps is going to be enough. 2 now this time through to really try and make a difference here. That's where these short track races will get you, man. It's hard to make up any lost laps or time. White flag this time around. And it looks like the 25 of Stephen Gall is going to seal himself another win here in this truck series with the Palmetto Racing League. And he does so pretty flawlessly there with the 12 of Andrew Ziegler finishing second, the 2 of Aaron Vogt finishing third, the 05 of Chantel Pottle finishing out fourth there. Matter of fact, we'll make this just a little bit easier on ourselves here if it will cooperate. Yes, it will. So there is your race results from this one. 100 laps tonight at Martinsville ends with the 25 of Stephen Gall taking home the win. Brandon Meir finishing in 6th after that incident earlier on track. As the 25 of Stephen Gall gets his victory burnout in there. Well, folks, that is gonna do it for us tonight here at Palmetto Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed the action brought to you from Martinsville here tonight. From all of us here at Palmetto Racing Network and our partners in VB Racing and Working Man Outdoors, we thank you all for joining us, and hope to see you Wednesday when the Street Stock Series gets back to the track for some hot action at Darlington Raceway. Until then, y'all have a good evening.